always open. Feel free to jump in and leave your comments. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Like I said tonight, man, we're going to have a great podcast. Ain't never good vibes in the air. So we're going to talk about some real life stuff. And tonight's topic, which medications you think help us better? The natural herbal stuff that come from the earth, or prescriptions, pharmacy pills? Because you know it's a lot of natural stuff that comes from the earth that we can use to help heal our body, which a lot of island people do. And a lot of times that stuff works. But nothing is foolproof now. Because no medication ain't God. So all medicine is not going to work. Some work better than others. But a lot of times, that medication that we take from the pharmacy, do you notice that they always have side effects? Do you realize when the commercials come on and they be blah, 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 and turn off fast, they don't want you to hear? They don't want you to hear about all the side effects and all the stuff that can happen. You understand what I'm telling you? So all that comes with a price. What we put in our body. And it could be trying to heal one thing, but destroying another thing. It could be helping with your back pain, but then destroying your liver. So how do you know which medicines work? Different medicines work for different people. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Everything is not the same. Some medicines might work for people, some medicines might don't. It depends on who you're talking to. Every medication don't work the same. So we're going to give everybody a little time to come on in, and we're going to talk about which medications work the best. Which medications y'all think? The prescriptions or the natural herbal? The herb. Herbal supplements. Do you think that works better than the medicine that they make it in these laboratories? Medicines that it always has some kind of side effect. You don't go unscathed. Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? When you take medications, all medications have some kind of side effect. You don't know how it's going to affect you, but it has some kind of side effect. Now, everybody's body ain't the same. So who knows how somebody's body's going to react unless they go through it. But then you have the doctors that'll tell you, okay, it's a 70% chance or a 30% chance. Then a lot of times you can start taking medication and start feeling worse. So what medications are really good for us? Should we go get our prescriptions filled? Or should we go back to the earth and go back to herbal supplements to heal the body? But there's no medicine that's going to make us live forever. We all still got an expiration date. But when you do go get medicine, which medicine are we trusting? Would you rather take your chances drinking tea, plants, stuff on the earth, or popping pills and taking different medications? Now, some medications make people feel relieved. Like you pop an aspirin, it helps with your headache most of the time. You just can't pop too many. But when you get to bigger problems, medication starts to wear off. Or it stopped having its side effects. It started affecting different parts of your body that wasn't even bothering you. Now you have a whole bunch of other problems. So which medication should we trust? Should we just trust the herb and go with the herbal supplements? Everything organic from the earth. The teas, the grass. Or should we continue to put our trust and faith in medicine, prescriptions? Go to pharmacy, get this pill, get that pill. Before you know it, you got a cabinet full of pills. Half the time, you don't know what half of the pills do. You know you're just supposed to take it. Then you can't look through it, so you really don't know what's in it. What is made in those little tiny little square balls or whatever shape they may be, triangles, rectangles? Have you ever thought about it? You can read what it says on the bottle. But ask yourself, like, what's really in here? Have you ever thought about that before you took medicine? Or we don't think about it. We listen to the doctors and we just take it. Not to say that you're wrong, because nobody wants to feel sick. So, of course, you're going to do whatever it takes to try to relieve the pain and feel better. That's a natural reaction. Nobody wants to suffer and hurt and pain. But we're just asking the question, like, which one y'all believe helps the most? Should we turn more to the earth stuff, herbal supplements, plants and leaves and trees, herbs from the earth? Or should we still depend on our doctors and going to get our prescriptions? Which one you trust more? Which one you trust more with your life? Let me put it like that. Because remember, our life is on the line. When you're dealing with your health, your life is on the line. You only get one life. If you lose it, it's over. So these are things that we should think about while we're living, while you're able to make these decisions. Which one of all these medications is really helping us? Which one of these medications can really save you and make you feel better? Can really heal you? Not make pain go away temporarily and then mess up something else. Think about when you see all those medications that come on the TV and then at the end, they start talking fast because they don't want y'all to know everything they do and what's in it. They be like, go get Xanax 24. Because they don't want y'all to know. They don't want y'all to know what's in it. Because they really told you what's in it, people went and buy it, which means they couldn't make no money off it, which means nobody will use it. So they can't benefit from it. There's no profit to be made. We got to remember, folks, we look at it as our life. Some people look at it as a transaction. Karen says, I am all for both. I needed a prescription for some immediate results and the herbal supplements to maintain the healing. I feel you. I feel you, Karen. See, Karen made a great point. Some people might say, hey, I take my chances using both. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We just asking the question. I can't tell you what to do or what to put in your body. Everybody's responsible for their own life. But I'm just asking, which one y'all trust more? Do you trust the earth stuff? Or do you trust stuff that scientists, they done did their studies and put this together and that together and whipped it up and called it medicine? So there's a lot of medicines that help all type of people. You have different medicines that heal a lot of things. So not all medicine is bad. And not all medicines you shouldn't take. Some medicines really do help. But I'm just asking it tonight, which one do you put your faith in? Would you stand on just living off earth stuff? Or do we turn to medication? Now, this is an argument that I can bring on the earth stuff, using the earth stuff. If you think about it, at the beginning of time, there was no pharmacists. There wasn't no hospitals. There wasn't no doctors. So at the end of the day, what they had to do? They had to use the earth healing back in them days. Think about way back in the day before we had cities and hospitals and all this. And there's many cases where people don't live to see 100 or more. So if you think about it, the earthly stuff did a lot of good. And people was living a long time before it was real specialists and doctors and hospitals. Think about it. People back in the day survived using herbal earth medicines. There was no hospitals. There wasn't no specialists you can go see. They went out there and found them some plants and whipped some up and drunk it or rubbed it on them. Now, don't get me wrong, ain't none of this ain't God. No medication is God. But there's different ways that God can let your pain go away. And he can work through medicine. Some medicines are good, some medicines are bad. A lot of medicines have side effects that we have no idea. And a lot of times they keep it a secret because they know you wouldn't use it if you really knew. If you knew all the truth, you wouldn't take it. So a lot of stuff they keep out. It's the same thing with the stuff we eat. It's a lot of stuff they add to the food we eat. If we really knew, then we wouldn't eat. So which side of the fence are you on? Which side of the fence are you on? Herbal or prescription? Like Karen said, she do both. Maybe you take your little herbal supplements, but you got your stuff from the doctor too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You do what you got to do to feel better. But at the end of the day, we still have to understand there ain't no doctor. Ain't no prescription gonna make them God. When you think about doctors, they just guessing. They don't know. They can do x-rays, they can do tests, but they're still making an educated guess. That's why they'll tell you this might work and it might not, because they don't know. Remember, they're human beings like you. Their healing power comes through medicine, which comes through God. So think about what I just told you. So when you break it all down, what medication is really helping us and what's hurting us? Is this medication taking our life earlier than we're supposed to go? Why people are not living a long time anymore, and A lot of people dying in their 30s and 40s don't even make it to 50 no more. Is it something in what we eating or drinking that's shortening our lifespan? And is there medications that can really help us? Can get you out of whatever you're in? Which medications do you trust if your life was on the line? Which one do you believe in? See, everybody gonna have their own opinion. Some people say I take herbal all day. I don't use medicine. I don't want no prescriptions. Some people jump up and go to the doctor in a minute. If they have a bad cough, they're going to the doctor. And I can't blame you. You only live once. And I can't say either side is wrong because everybody got the right to live how they want to live. If you want to live off this, then who am I to tell you to do different? It's your body. You control what you put in. Nobody can make you do nothing you don't want to do. So if you feel like something is helping you and it's going to help you be here longer, then do what you do. I'm just asking the question tonight. Because you have herbal medications and teas and special drinks you can drink. That a lot of times it do work. And I'm not telling you it work all the time because a lot of that stuff don't work all the time either. It's just like medication. So either way you go, you're taking a chance. Either way you go, you're taking some kind of chance. Either way you go. Because if you take the natural stuff, that don't always work. Then you go to the pharmacy and you take them pills, they don't always work. So either way you go, you're taking the chance. So tonight we're talking about which medicines do y'all trust more? Do you trust the natural herbal supplements that comes from the earth, the leaves, the trees, like they did back in the day? All the healing came from outside. They went outside. They found the medicine outside. They weren't able to go to no doctor. They couldn't call 911. Y'all think in 1902 they was able to call 911? You think an ambulance existed? Do you think it was a hospital? But a lot of them people live to see an old age. So it was something about that earth and that medication that they was doing, that it was working, that allowed them to see a very long age. Now I'm not telling you it's 100 proof. Ain't nothing 100 proof. Because medicine ain't God. God is the only thing that's 100 proof. But anytime you're taking some kind of medication, you're taking a risk. It don't matter what it is. You can be drinking your little special little tea, but then you find out later that this tea mess up your kidneys and do this, but it's supposed to do that. You could be popping this certain type of pill, and it's supposed to help the pain, and your pain start going away. But now that you don't feel something different on your side, now you start to feel something in your chest. So it don't open the door to a whole lot of other stuff now. Y'all see where I'm going? So either way it goes, it's a risk. You're taking a chance. So which side of the fence are you on? Which do you trust more? Do you trust the herbal supplements that's pure from the earth? Different leaves, wheats, grass, plants, juices that you can make, creams that you can rub on yourself? Or do you trust the so-called smart people that be in those laboratories and say, okay, this will heal that, and that will help take away this, and we're going to mix that together, and this is medicine? Think about it. And we all experience it while you're living. Because we all took some kind of medication. You don't felt bad. When it got to the doctor wrote that prescription, you went and filled it. And they tell you to take it till it's all gone. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're still here and you living, it didn't kill you. We don't really know what it did to us, but you're still here. So far, so good. We're going to knock on wood. But either way it goes, we're taking a chance with our life. Anytime you take any kind of medication, ain't no guarantee it's going to heal you. Sometimes that aspirin don't help them migraines. It's not a cure for everything. But God has the ultimate cure. It all starts with God having the power. And us as human beings, he gave us a mind that is so beautiful. There's a lot of things with our mind we can do. But sometimes we get too carried away. We get too far ourselves. And as men, we start thinking we God. You think you have the power to bring life, to take life, to make life. You're only doing what God is allowing us to do. He gave you that brain and allows us to have all these senses. But don't overdo it. No scientist can be God. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Ain't no scientist can be God. I don't care how many times you be in that laboratory and you study this and you study that. They're going to try to explain it all they want to. They ain't got all the answers. They just take educated guesses. So think about it. When you go to the doctor, say, doctor, I ain't feeling good. They're going to say ah. They're going to look at your tongue. He's going to look in your eye. He's going to check your ear. He's going to listen to your heartbeat. Then you got to tell them what's wrong with you. Doctor, when I breathe in, it's a pain right here. Okay, so what we're going to do? We're going to write you a prescription. And they're going to send you out the office. At the end of the day, when you go see that doctor don't heal you right then and there. Which means what? That doctor ain't Jesus Christ. Why he couldn't heal you right then and there? Why he got to write something on a piece of paper and tell you to go pick up something else? So those people are just be guessing. They really don't know. I don't care if they went to school 50 years. I know they go to school for a lot of years. But when it's all said and done, they're not inside your body. And nobody knows what's wrong with you or know when your body going to stop functioning but the one upstairs. That's who got all the answers. We don't know nothing. So we think we know it all. We get so full of ourselves and think that we know everything, how the earth is made, where we came from, how we can make life, we can clone people. We got the magic potion that make you feel good and feel 21 again. Then at the end of the day, everybody keep dying. They ain't found a way to let everybody live forever yet, did they? This is all fate. This is already meant to be. Whatever's meant to be will be done. You can't get in the way of what fate has. So whether you believe in your natural herbal supplements, or whether you go get your prescriptions filled, there's no 100% proof that none of that stuff is going to help none of us. It can help you a little bit. It can help you a lot. Or it may not do nothing. You might take it and say, I don't feel no different. You might take it and say, you know what, I do feel a difference since I've been drinking that stuff. So it works in different ways for different people. Everybody inside ain't built the same. We got the same organs, but all our engines don't run the same way. So think about what I'm telling you. Which side of the fence are you on? Which medicines you think work better for you? What medicines are worth you taking? Do you depend on the doctor? Do you depend on the hospital to save your life? It's a lot of lives, millions of lives that have been saved in the hospital. It's millions of lives that have been saved all around the world in different hospitals and been saved by medicine. But then you can flip it around too. It's a million lives ain't here because of the wrong medication, because of what that medicine did to them. Hold on, y'all. We should be back live. We back live, folks. Y'all know how I go with this Wi-Fi and technical difficulties. But I ain't going nowhere. If y'all just tuning in, this is the Foolish Show podcast. Live streaming right now on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. Reality Music Entertainment. That's the movement, folks. Tonight's podcast, we talking about which medications you think are better for you. Which one you think works better for you? The herbal supplements or the prescriptions? The medication you get from the pharmacy. Which medication y'all think help us the most? And which one hurt us the most? Which one do you believe in? Karen says, cool. Which one do you believe in? Because we're taking a chance. Either way it goes. It's nothing 100 proof that it's going to work and it's going to make you feel better or even save your life. So you can drink all the shakes you want. You can drink all the tea in the grass, in the hay, in the leaves. It still ain't gonna make us live forever. But it might can help give you longevity because your body's like an engine. You gotta watch what you put in it if you don't want it to break down on you. If you want your body to keep running at a certain pace for a long time, then we gotta watch what we put in it. So it's not with trying to be healthy, but it's nothing 100 proof. Karen says too much of everything can be harmful, and some herbals talk about risk. Another great point by Karen. I remember the old folks used to tell me that. They say, boy, touching something ain't good for you. Too much of women, too much of money, too much arguing. When you got too much of something, it ain't good for you. What happened when you ate too much? When you eat too much, what happened? Your stomach hurt. So that's another great point by Karen. But it's different strokes for different folks. I'm not telling you what to use and what not to use. I'm not God. I ain't a doctor, nothing else. We just having a conversation. Which one y'all trust the most? What y'all trust the most if you got sick? Would you trust living off the earth or going to the doctor, going to the pharmacist, taking them different pills that we don't even know what's in it? You don't know the side effect of what it's doing and what it's not doing. We just know the doctor say take it. We just know that if you take this, it's supposed to make you feel better. And nobody wants to suffer in pain. So of course you go get your medication and you start taking it. Because you would do anything for that pain to go away. But how much do you put in to medicine? Do you trust it? Do you believe medicine can't save your life? Or do you believe God just ain't ready for you? Do you believe in miracles? Because a lot of people say, well, if it wasn't for the doctors, I wouldn't be here right now. I get it, because the doctors might have been in that surgery room. But you got to know who was with those doctors. They had to be the angel and God looking down on them to make sure they do this, they do that, so your life will not be gone. Because think about it, when you're in the operating room, all it takes is one wrong move or they click the wrong thing and you can die. You can bleed to death because your whole insides is exposed. So one mistake and you could be gone. So those hands that those surgeons have to be touched by God if you made it through. Ain't nothing wrong with thanking the doctors, but you got to give the ultimate credit to God. Ain't nothing wrong with us trying to be healthy. Ain't nothing wrong with you drinking healthy stuff, watching what you eat, taking your little supplements. Just remember, ain't no medication can make us live forever. Ain't no medication can take the place of God. God can heal everything. We have to always keep that in mind. Know who's in charge and never be afraid to give God his credit. Put him on that pedestal. We got to put him first in our life, especially when you're going through things, when you're dealing with pain, when you're suffering. That's when you call on him the most, because he's the only one that all the healing, all of that. Karen says, amen. God put both into the world for us. So think about it. Ain't nothing wrong with living your life. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to be healthy. They ain't gonna guarantee you're gonna live forever. It ain't gonna guarantee that you make it to 50. You could have drunk and ate plants every day. You could have been a vegan and never touched meat and still drop dead tomorrow. We still got an expiration date. No matter what we eat, no matter what we drink, we all have an expiration date, folks. I'm not telling you don't have to care about your health. You only get one life and one body. And the Bible tells you the body is your temple. So you're supposed to take care of it. But just understand that we ain't gonna be in it forever. This is a temporary home. Which medications y'all trust the most? Which ones? Is the herbal, natural, earthly plants, the earth juice, the stuff that they boil the leaves with? Do you believe that God put those natural medicines and healings right here on earth? Or do you believe God did make us smart enough to make some stuff, that can make us feel better, which is medications, prescriptions? If you got real sick right now, which one you trust the most? Which one do you trust the most? The hospital? Or somebody tell you this is what you do. You go get this such and such juice and you drink it every day. You get this such and such oil and you rub it on your forehead. Which way would you turn? That's all I'm asking. Because those are different ways that God allowed us that we can be healed. A lot of times medication do help you, but it hurts you too. And a lot of that herb stuff, if you take too much of it, it'll hurt you too. Like Karen said earlier, too much of anything really ain't good for you. Why do you think people die from drugs on an overdose? Because they took too much of it. Too much of anything, it ain't good for you. Do you understand what I'm telling you? One day we all gonna be at a point where we're gonna need medication for something. If you ain't already on it. You know in your heart if it really makes you feel better if it don't. You know in your heart, when you take them pills, it might even make you weaker or it might make you stronger. All medicines don't react the same. And they don't react the same to everybody. Medication might help you. It might not help me. I might take it and say, I don't know what you're talking about because my side still hurt. You might say, every time I take it, the next day I can get up and go to work with no problem. Different things have different results. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Which one would you trust with your life? If I ask you, which one would you take to save your life? Would it be the pharmacist's medication? Or would you take your chance on the herb stuff, the herbal, the natural, organic supplements? Which one would you take? You might take both. Which one do you trust more? Which one gives you the most energy? Which one, when you take it and you read the bottle, they tell you it will make you drowsy. It might cause liver damage. Think about it. Read the back of them bottles and the back of them boxes and see all the side effects. Your heart may stop. And we don't know. We just popping away. Because at the end of the day, you really just want to feel better. And I understand, because when we're in pain, man, we just want to feel better. You just want that pain to stop. You might have a pain so bad that you can't get up and walk. You might be in pain so bad it won't even let you go to work. You can't even get up and do that and take care of the kids. You got to tell the kids to just go warm something up in the microwave. You could be in so much pain. So I understand when you're in pain, you will try to do anything to relieve that pain. And there's different ways of relieving pain. Some people prefer the natural herbal supplements. They tea, they different herbs, stuff on the earth, and they live by that. And there's other people, if they get a hard cough or a hard sneeze, they going to the doctor's office. They going to the hospital. And I ain't mad at you. You can't take chances. There's people dying every day and dropping dead before we know it. People that you thought was the healthiest people on this earth. We don't know what's going on the inside of nobody's body. You don't know what's going on inside of your body because we can't see through it. You got to go through an x-ray for them to see what's going on in there. Sometimes the x-ray don't catch everything. All those things are man-made. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Which one do you trust the most? Are you going to stay on your organic supplements, your teas, your plants, the roots? I know a lot of people that do that and drink those shakes. And they will tell you that it makes them feel better. They will tell you that it gives them juice. Makes them feel young again. Who am I to tell them that it don't? If I ain't never took it and I ain't never experienced it. So it could be working for them. That still doesn't mean it will work for me or it'll work for you. You have to find out yourself. Just remember, a lot of those medications come with complications, side effects. It might help you in one way, but it could be hurting you in another. You could be taking something for your head, but it could be messing up your heart. You could be taking something for your back, and it could be messing up your head. So a lot of medications have complications, side effects. And they try to keep all that hidden from you because they know you will take it. They really don't want you to know everything that's in it and what it all does to you. As long as you get that temporary relief, most people are good. They'll live with it. If it don't kill you, they feel you. They only make you stronger. I guess that's what they say. So a lot of people say, hey, it made me feel better. When I took that medicine, I was back on my feet. They back on their feet. And that medication could have helped you. It could have made you feel better. But before you wasn't taking it, you wasn't feeling good. And that medication gave you that boost. But then somebody else might be in the same situation and they might end up losing their life. Or they might end up not still feeling good. And they say, hey, man, I thought you said this stuff worked. It don't work the same on everybody. Not on everybody. Different medicines have different reactions, depending on what your problem is. what your health condition is. None of us is the same on the outside or the inside. God made all us different. Even though we humans, we got the same limbs and organs, we still different. What's good for me may not be good for you. Karen says exactly, everyone's body is different. So I'm not telling nobody what to do, what to take, what to do with your body. I'm just asking the question. Because you have some people that believe in those herbal supplements and those teas. And they be on them faithfully every day, and they fast and they detox. There's some people say, hey man, I got one life. I'm gonna eat what I want, I'm gonna do what I want. If I get sick, I'm going to the doctor. That's why I got insurance. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So everybody ain't gonna think the same. Everybody ain't gonna have the same beliefs. As long as we understand that at the end of the day, ain't no medication ain't God. No medication ain't gonna make none of us live forever. Not none of us. I don't care how much we take. And if you take too much, you'll lose your life. The same medicine that's supposed to make you feel good. If you read the labels on it, they'll say don't take more than 5 and 3 over 24 hours. That's called the overdose. That same medication that's supposed to help us can kill us. Think about that now. So we got to be careful. All we do is take the medicine. We don't ask no questions. You don't know what the doctor prescribed you. As long as they take that pain away, we're going to pop them pills or drink that liquid. And I ain't mad at you, because when you're in pain, who want to sit there and suffer? You got to take your chance and let me see what this do. Or somebody say start drinking this type of tea or boiling this type of plant. It'll make you feel better. Most people try anything to heal up, to get themselves back on their feet. Most people try anything when they're in pain, when they down, when they suffer. Pain going all through their body. Tears coming out their eyes. I understand. We don't know when that time gonna come for us. Or you might be suffering in pain. And you're gonna want that medicine. But most important, you're gonna ask God to heal you. Most of the time, it makes you cry to God when you're suffering in pain. But when you think your last day is coming, it makes you call out to God. You just want that pain to go away. You just want that relief. Trust me, I understand. Because we all go through pain. None of us is exempt from pain. As long as you're living, some days it's going to be better than others. Some days it might be hard to get out of bed. And some days you don't want to go to work. Some days you don't want to deal with them kids. Some days it's hard for you to go wash your behind and go to the bathroom. So trust me, I understand. Life ain't easy. It's no cupcake. You're going to deal and go through some pain. And it's going to be some pain that medicine, it can't heal. Certain things medicine can't take away. No matter how much medicine we take, it can't stop us from going to see God. See, a lot of times, we all want the rewards. We want all our blessings. We want all the good stuff. Nobody want to go through pain. You can't get nothing from God without going through something first. Then his son came down here and went through something for us. So we got to go through something. Everybody want the rewards. Everybody want the blessings. Nobody don't want the pain. You have to go through the pain to get to your blessing. You have to suffer and fall to know how it feels to climb back up and be on top. Sometimes God has to beat you down, bring you down, humble you, get your attention. When that pain traveling in your body, it's getting your attention. Now you got to wake up and listen. God is trying to tell you something. And he can use different ways. It can come through diseases. It can come through your family members, your kids. There's different ways that God can get his message across. So don't be hard-headed. You got to start listening. Because you're going to deal with some pain. As long as we live it, we're going to hurt. You're going to have heartbreaks. You're going to cry. Sometimes you're going to be on your knees. Sometimes you're going to feel lonely. Feel like you're down here on earth and nobody cares. And that's when your faith is being tested. So stand firm. Take care of yourself. Try to be healthy as possible. Take care of your body for longevity. Even though it still ain't guaranteed. We can work out and eat all the good stuff we want and still wake up one day and just drop dead. Think about what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of people it don't happen to. So we can't put all our trust and faith in nothing. We can't put all our trust in no kind of medicine. Because at the end of the day, ain't no medicine, ain't God. Don't no medicine got that much power. One medicine can't heal everything in your body. That's why they give you different medications for different things. God can heal any and everything. I'm going to say it again. God can heal any and everything. So I understand when we take our medicines, we get our prescriptions, we get our prescription filled. We go to the hospital and tell her, hey, I ain't feeling good. My chest hurting. I keep coughing. I'm spitting up blood. That's scary. An alarm is going off because our body is trying to tell us something. So we want to do anything we can to fix it. So that means we're putting a lot of faith and trust in doctors and nurses and medication. Basically, you're trusting them with your life. If they give you the wrong stuff, you can die. If you take too much of this, you can die. If they do this wrong in surgery, you can die. They can't bring you back and say, oh, I'm sorry. We was playing. Come on, let me bring you back down to earth. No. They ain't got that much power. They just human beings. They got the power to blink and bring you back. We only get one life. We get one shot at this. Enjoy life. Live up to your potential. Maximize your time. Take care of the body the best you can. Try to make good decisions and live your life to the fullest. Live every day like it's your last. Live every day like you're on the clock. Because we is. We keep putting stuff off to tomorrow. Or I do that next year. Or I go visit such and such next month. And mess around. You won't be living next week. Or the person you were intending to go see, they don't be living the next week. We tend to put everything to the side. Stuff that we can do right now. We tend to push it to the side. What we can do right now. We always think we got later. One day later ain't gonna come. That's what I'm telling you. Live your life to the fullest right now. Enjoy everybody around you. Enjoy this beautiful earth that God put us on. Because none of us ain't gonna be here forever. Maximize it. We all serve a purpose. And we all go through pain. And when you're dealing with pain, a lot of times we'll do anything for that pain to go away. We return to earth supplements or medicine or whatever that's going to make you feel better. But I always recognize that none of that stuff can take the place of God. God has all the power and all the medicine. So we don't have another great positive podcast show tonight, folks. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel if you ain't already. Reality Music Entertainment. I appreciate all the love and support. A lot of people around the world be watching. I know everybody can't watch it live all the time because people got lives. But I appreciate everybody else that be tuning in. Because later on when I check the views, they check in. So everybody can't watch at the same time, which I understand. So no matter when you're watching this, just watch it and take it as soul food. I try to give you stuff that's going to feed your mind, body, and soul. Everybody else, they want to poison you. They want to steer you out to the devil. They get on that cussing and fussing and talking about people. That's devilish stuff. I don't spread that. We spread love, positivity. We put God first over here. We ain't got nothing to do with the devil. And I think that's going to work out way better than being on the other side. So I appreciate all the love and support, folks. Y'all make sure y'all place y'all orders, man. Got 30% off right now. Let me put that barcode up for you. Let me move the mic and let y'all see. I'm wearing the official Foolish Podcast t-shirt. So y'all scan that barcode at the bottom of the screen. We got different colors, front and back. We got hoodies, sweaters, hats, beanies, all the Reality Music Entertainment official merchandise. All you got to do is scan that code on your phone. It will take y'all to our store. So support the movement, man. Y'all going to find something that you like. So y'all grab y'all a hat, t-shirt, sweater, some joggers, some slides, some flip-flops. Right there on the bottom of your screen. I'm going to leave it up there, folks. If you watch it right now, take a picture of that barcode. Check out our official apparel. Right now, tonight, I'm rocking the official Reality Music Entertainment, the Foolish Podcast t-shirt. They come in different colors. Right there at the bottom of your screen, scan that barcode, and it will take you to our store. I hope y'all have a great week. Hope y'all stay safe. Take care of your family. Stay out the way. Keep your head up. And I'm going to see y'all Wednesday night, y'all, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, tell the friends, family, everybody you know. Y'all meet me here on the Foolish Show podcast, and let's talk about this. Let's talk about what needs to be discussed. We ain't here to play with it. We ain't here to gossip. Because we know none of us ain't going to live forever. And if you think about it, we run out of time. The more birthdays you live to see, the closer it is for us to go. I want y'all to think about that. The more birthdays you see, the closer it is for our time to go to the other side. So y'all stay safe, man. Keep your head up. Stay positive. Take care of your body as much as you can, man. Take whatever supplements, whatever makes you feel good and makes you feel refreshed. Just remember, none of that stuff ain't God, though. I'll see y'all Wednesday night.